Great North Trail, parts 17, 18 and 19. This is from Callander to Corrour via Killin, Glen Lyon and Bridge of Gaur. The first day took us up past Loch Lubnaig and then over into Glen Ogle, over the Glen Ogle viaduct and then down into Glen Dochart. We left Callander reasonably early in the morning under a grey sky and joined the route of the old Callander to Oban railway. The first section not only is part of the Great North Trail but also the Atlantic coast route and the Rob Roy Way. This was the Loch Ossian Head, the St Fillan and Comrie railway, and the viaduct was the Edinchip viaduct over the Kendrum Burn. I was very touched by this story about Nigel Hester, a young man who taught music and played the organ and was killed on the road on his bike. His friends and family got together and raised enough money to build or rebuild the steel section bridge at the end of the Edinchip viaduct so that people wouldn't have to go on the main roads. And eventually we crossed the Glen Ogle viaduct. At the top of Glen Ogle, we turned right and went off onto another railway line down towards Killin. These were the Falls of Dochart, which it looked like had been switched off due to a lack of rainfall in the last few months. After a night in Killin, we set off once more in the grey, westwards up Glen Lochay. We turned off the main road and zigzagged our way up a stiff old climb. And we were headed for the famous dam at Glen Lyon. And there it is, a huge dam at the downstream end of Loch Lyon. This is Cashley Power Station. And this is the Rannoch Reservoir, which takes the outfall from at least 2 power stations and feeds it onto a third.
A bit wet.
Glen Lyon, bit wet, but lovely. Ha. Behind us, water. To the right of us, wet hills. In front of us, wet road. Next to us,
Wet wife.
come on girls, out the way, aye thank you. Move down the bus, please. Pretty please. Alright then. Somebody's taking the mic.
I guess this was one of the original gatehouses to the McGarrany Castle estate. We were a bit soaked through to the skin by the time we got as far as Glen Lyon Post Office Cafe. We were glad of the stop.
The drowned rat look.
This was a memorial built by a local fella who'd lost his son in the Second World War. We stayed overnight at a little place in Invervar, and the host had an amazing kitchen window, full height, where we could just sit there and observe all the wildlife in his garden, all the birds, even a few red squirrels. In the morning, we pedalled back to Glen Lyon Post Office Cafe and had second breakfast, before beginning the climb up into the hills once more.
Good, eh? That was tough. You just have to mind not pedalling off the edge, I guess, because it looks flipping severe.
The day alternated between soggy and wet. The track alternated between rocky and moist. But luckily, I'm blessed with a wife, who in turn is blessed with short, stocky legs.
You heroine person, Jack Puddin'.
We stayed the night at the Bridge of Gaur guest house, a little oasis of brilliance in the middle of a very wild landscape at the end of Loch Rannoch. This is Rannoch Power Station. This gate is obviously meant to prevent the passage of deer, especially those riding bikes. The wild and woolly Rannoch Moor to our left.
1,700 feet up. Rannoch Moor. Still on the way up. Loch Ossian in front of us. Somewhere.
I don't know if Yvonne had just got a lot more confident or she just couldn't care anymore about getting in the wetter.
Mate, well done.
And eventually we sighted Loch Ossian and turned left and went down westwards towards Loch Ossian YHA. We didn't stay over though, as we'd organised ourselves in time to catch the late morning train. Corrour railway station, there's this lovely cafe that you can sit and wait and drink and eat in, which is fabulous. Or you can have a wee there as well. Thanks for watching once more, and this time, well, please nominate us for a knighthood or an OBE or something. Thank you.